You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Group writes Buhari's minister Malami over non-compliance with Supreme Court judgment on $62 billion owed by six oil companies. Wow. So what are they trying to tell us now that Malami knows about? It is $62 billion. Okay, let's continue. Professor Omofoye Oloride and Jaye Gaskia, on behalf of the group, knocked the Minister of State for Petroleum, Timi Silva, for asking the oil companies not to pay. The People's Alternative Political Movement, PAPM, has asked the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami to enforce the Supreme Court judgment directing the Nigerian government to recover all revenues lost to oil exploring and exploiting companies due to wrong profit-sharing formula since August 2003. Professor Omofoye Oloride and Jaye Gaskia, on behalf of the group, knocked the Minister of State for Petroleum, Timi Silva, for asking the oil companies not to pay. In a letter signed by their counsel, Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, the group asked Malami to use his office to ensure that the said sum of $62 billion is recovered from the companies and paid into the Federation account without any further delay. The letter reads, we are solicitors to Professor Omofoye Oloride and Jaye Gaskia of the People's Alternative Political Movement, PAPM, on whose behalf we write this letter. Our clients have instructed us to remind you that the federal government has not enforced the above-mentioned judgment of the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered on October 20, 2018. In the said judgment, the Apex Court had directed the federal government to immediately take steps to recover all revenues lost to oil exploring and exploitation companies due to the wrong profit-sharing formula since August 2003. Based on the aforesaid judgment, you did request for the immediate payment of the sum of $62 billion owed by the six international oil companies with joint operating agreements with the NNPC, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, namely Shell Petroleum Development Company, Mobile Producing Nigeria Unlimited, and Chevron Nigeria Limited, Nigeria Ajib Oil Company, Total F Nigeria, and Pan Ocean Oil Company. But the utter dismay of our clients, Mr. Timi Silva, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, publicly stated that, well, we have started discussions. Let us consider that as a lost opportunity. The money was not in a cupboard. They have taken it. Nobody can bring out that kind of money. I mean, we can't get $62 billion. We can maybe get something from them, but not $62 billion. It is an opportunity we have lost. We have already started discussions with them, but what is clear is that it is a lost opportunity, really. Well, in the view and in what has been said, Timi Silva is the Minister for Petroleum. In view of the ongoing and foregoing, we have the instructions of our client to request you to use your good office to ensure that the said sum of $62 billion is recovered from the international oil companies and paid into the foundation account without any further delay. I don't know if these people really know who Malami is. If Malami ventures, to sign that, deal and make sure it's, paid into federation accounts, both you and Timi Silva and every other person will not get hold of that money again. So it's better left than said and undone. However, if you fail or refuse to accede to the request of our client, we shall not hesitate to approach the Federal High Court to seek an order to compel you to comply with the judgment of the Supreme Court in accordance with Section 287 of the Constitution, which provides that the decisions of the Supreme Court shall be enforced in any part of the Federation by all authorities and persons, and by courts with a subordinate jurisdiction to that of the Supreme Court. As we await your reply to this letter, please accept the assurance of our highest esteem and professional regards. Okay. According to this statement, they're begging Malami. I believe Malami is part of the deal, and also Malami may not want that money to be either paid into Federation account or thereabout. They should forget about it. But as it is, according to the letter, it said, based on the aforesaid judgment, we did request for the immediate payment of the sum of $62 billion owed by the 6 international oil companies with joint operating agreements with the NNPC. That means Malami also is involved in all this. Basically, Malami also has been indicted, due to so many corruption practices, concerning, money laundering and also diversion of funds. According to Professor Omotoye Oloride and Jaye Gaskia, on behalf of the group, knocked the Minister of State for Petroleum, Timi Priesiva, for asking the oil companies not to pay. And thereabout, Malami also, in a letter signed by their counsel, Femi Falana, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the group asked Malami to use his office to ensure that the said sum of $62 billion is recovered from the companies and paid into the Federation account without any further delay. Well, maybe Malami is deaf on this, or he knows what he's doing, and I believe Malami, if need be and he needed, not to be indicted, I believe he should, sign it and agrees to, pay the money into the Federation account. But as it is, according to the letter which reads, it says we are solicitors to Professor Motoye Oloride and Jai Gaskell of the People's Alternative Political Movement, on whose behalf we write this letter, which says our clients have instructed us to remind you that the federal government has not enforced the above mentioned judgment of the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered on October 20th, 2018. In the said judgment, the Apex Court had directed the federal government to immediately take steps to recover all revenues lost to oil exploring and exploiting companies due to the wrong profit sharing formula since August 2003. Based on the aforesaid judgment, you did request, but to the utter dismay of our client, Mr. Timi Priesiva, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, publicly stated that, well, we have started discussions. Let us consider that as a lost opportunity. The money was not in a cupboard. They have taken it, and it has been taken. Nobody can bring out that kind of money. I mean, we can't get $62 billion. We can maybe get something from them, but not that actual amount, which is $62 billion. Well, it's an opportunity we have lost. We have already started discussions with them, but what is clear is that it is a lost opportunity, really. Well, in view of the foregoing, we have the instructions of our clients to request you to use your good offices office to ensure that the said sum of $62 billion is recovered from the international oil companies and paid into the Federation account without any further delay. Well, I don't know how they want to go about it, but as it is, I've said it, if Malami is involved, just believe that that money is gone and gone forever. According to them, they said they have lost opportunity in that, so they should just leave it, and the opportunity lost in that regard cannot be recovered.